Hello everybody, Existential Shaman here to talk to you about Saturn square Ascendant. What is Saturn? Well, at first he's just delays and obstacles, but over time he becomes strength, determination, fearlessness, perseverance. What is Ascendant? It's ruled by Mars in Aries, god of war. So if you have this aspect, if you're anything like me, when you were younger, you were probably kind of shy, doubted yourself a lot, low self-esteem, low self-confidence, but given enough time, those things I just said build up into a super strong, confident, I don't care who you are, I'm going to assert myself. That's just what time does with those kinds of things. Or, I'm sure there's a lot of people who have this aspect who just never do get up from the weight that Saturn throws on your path, because he does it all the time. And really, for anyone who has this, I encourage you to have a Spartan attitude towards life, because it's never gonna stop. If you've got Saturn square Ascendant, you've got seriously ridiculous obstacles coming your way, constantly just hitting you right in the face. It's not going to stop, and thing is, I talk about this in my other videos, life is going to hurt, life is going to take from you either way, but you can at least get up from it over and over again, and the more you get up, the more adaptable you become to the challenges that are inevitably going to come your way. With Saturn square Ascendant, you will get hit by real life struggles. It doesn't matter if you're in America. Something is going to come along and just beat you down, and that's just the way it is. So again, pick your battles and find a way to find endless strength in yourself. It's kind of nice as you get older if you have the right attitude, because you learn, over time you might look back on your life if you're 25 and be like, damn, this whole thing has been really fucking hard. And then you have a choice to kind of say, well, that means that I need to get stronger. Or you can just say, oh, this whole thing sucks, and sink into melancholy and depression and, give up. If you want to do that, that's your choice, not mine. But remember that Saturn rules discipline, but that Saturn also rules wisdom, because too much discipline is going to cause you to be too hard on yourself and beat yourself up, and that's really not going to do anything for you. So remember that the Ascendant is you, and how things work out for your ego. It doesn't mean you need to become an egomaniac or a narcissist and hide all your pain behind that. That's not what I'm talking about either. So keep all that stuff in mind. Let's see. Saturn square Ascendant. Well, Saturn rules long-term distance, and the Ascendant is, the body, the energy, the force. So a great example of this is I ran a half marathon, 13 miles. I came in 44th out of 3,000. And I was up there at the end of the race, the last 3 miles. I was up there with the really skinny, dedicated runners and the police. And I'd only been training for a couple of years. I mean, if you look at my other videos, I was a chain smoker in my early 20s, and I did this competition when I was 25. So it was really just me becoming strong. Even when life was throwing so much shit at me, I decided to tap into a lot of discipline within myself, and I mastered a long distance, marathon, and it was in the freaking winter. It was called the Holiday Half. It was the most, and then after the marathon, I actually had a double shift at work, carrying, dishes, heavy trays of dishes up and down stairs. It was a very challenging day for me, but I made it, and I only got stronger. I mean, I'm a bodybuilder now. I've got, I'm ripped completely, very disciplined, and I work out a lot. So I think that's because the Ascendant rules the body, Saturn rules discipline. So obviously, by the time you're 30, I think the best thing is, not to be too hard on yourself, because that actually keeps you from becoming stronger. If your brain is has a circuit running through of, oh, I'm not good enough. It actually doesn't allow your body to heal itself, and your mental functioning starts to become retarded. I don't mean it in a mean way, like it starts degrading. So yeah, that's another kind of secret to Saturn square Ascendant. But with this, it's kind of also has to do with the programming that we receive as children growing up in this fucked up society. And it's like, yes, that those things did have a strong impact on you, but it's your responsibility to decondition yourself, because Saturn rules conditioning. And the wisdom behind this, I talk about in my other videos, is that Saturn actually wants to set you free, but you got to understand all the other obstacles that are already in your way. Like this whole control system, it's all fucked up. And some days I truly believe that the human race has no chance, that it's already slowly like a sinking ship. But sometimes I wonder, well, maybe if this anonymous thing exposes the Illuminati and all of these underground rebellious movements that are going on, I think Saturn loves that, but it's just got to organize things. And there's all sorts of whistleblowers and corruption coming out in the world, and that's great, because Saturn rules power, and I think power corrupts. And these are just hypotheses, but I'll also kind of detach from the outcome. The important thing with Saturn square Ascendant is to always get up and be ready and willing to say no to people who piss you off and fuck with you in any way. Like, it's such an important... Learn to fight. I do kickboxing. Like, with this Ascendant, you learn to fight and learn to assert yourself, and in any way, and you can educate yourself on healthy assertive techniques and strategies. It's only going to do you good, and you just got to have balls and have courage and still self-champion and care about yourself. That's Saturn square Ascendant. I have to say that I've been through some really hard times in life. I've been through some really hardcore shit in my life, where most people would stop and fall down, and I didn't for some reason. Maybe I'll write a book about it someday, I don't fucking know. But yeah, life has given me plenty of things to feel sorry for myself and become pessimistic, give up on myself over and over and over and over again. But with my Saturn return, it just happened. Saturn just came over my Ascendant one more fucking time, and I got right the fuck back up from Pluto conjunct Sun. Well, I'm still in the middle of that shit. But with the Saturn energy, it don't fucking stop, baby. Like, it just keeps fucking happening all the time. And I do like power yoga every fucking day. I work out every day. I don't know. So yeah, be willing to protect and assert yourself and assert your boundaries at any given moment, and that's just gonna work out for you. If you give up, it's gonna suck. You'll be disappointed in yourself, and life will just keep kicking your ass. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's fucking Saturn square Ascendant for you. Okay.